Walk through a quiet Japanese town and you'll notice something a little strange. Empty houses absolutely everywhere. Not one or two, but entire neighborhoods abandoned. And these are Japan's Akiya homes. And they really tell a story about a country shrinking faster than most of us even realize. But why are they empty? And what actually happens to them? And is it really true that you can buy an Akiya house in Japan for basically nothing? And you definitely want to stay until the end of this video because the reality of it isn't what you think it is. But if you're interested in this topic, then please like this video. Okay, so what are Akiyas? Akiya literally means a vacant house. And Japan has over 9 million empty homes. And that number just keeps on growing. Aging populations, shrinking towns, and the younger generation moving on to bigger cities have left so many homes behind. Now, some of these Akiyas are decades old, crumbling, and well, basically forgotten, while others sit perfectly fine, just waiting for someone to claim them. But why are so many houses in Japan abandoned in the first place? Well, you see, most Akiya homes are abandoned because the owners have passed away or moved to the city. And sometimes the children just don't have an interest in inheriting the family home. And add that in with homes with negative stories, accidents, deaths, or local superstitions, and suddenly, all these houses become almost impossible to sell. And the government of Japan has known this is actually a pretty huge problem, which is why they set up Akiya banks. Now, these are basically online databases listing vacant homes available to buy or even just rent. And some towns even offer cash incentives to purchase an Akiya and live in the community. And not only that, but they'll actually include free renovations for the Akiya that you just bought. And now, why is the government promoting this though? It's really to revitalize these communities that are dying out. And if you think living in an Akiya home is great, then please share this video. And the strange thing about all of this is that people are turning Akiya homes into something completely new. For example, old farmhouses become cafes, guest houses, or even co-working spaces. And with just a bit of renovation, these homes can become cozy, modern, and surprisingly affordable. And actually, some sell from just between $1,000 to $5,000. Though of course, renovations when you purchase an old house like an Akiya are going to cost more. And what's really interesting about Akiyas is that they've actually become international. So people from different countries like the States, like Canada, like from Australia, are flocking to Japan to purchase these Akiya houses.
As the dream of home ownership continues to fade, some buyers are looking overseas.
The houses known as Akiya are aplenty in Japan, and they're being snapped up by foreigners.
Do the Japanese have a word for these abandoned homes, Shaima?
Yes, Akiyas. You're sitting anywhere in the world right now where there is a housing problem, where young people are finding it very, very difficult to get on the property market, to actually think there's a place in the world where there are 9 million homes that are empty, ready for someone to occupy them. It's quite, I still try to get my head around it.
There are about 8.5 million Akiya abandoned homes in Japan, and that number is steadily rising. My husband Evan and I bought an abandoned house listed for $7,500, restored it, and turned it into Benton Guest House, a private Airbnb rental that now brings in steady income.
For example, take Anthony Randall from Australia. He bought a nearly 100-year-old house in Niigata for only $5,000. And after just spending $15,000 on renovations, it became a stunning home for him. And now he enjoys life in the countryside of Japan. And stories like his are popping up absolutely everywhere, breathing new life into forgotten homes and communities. But what is the future of Akiya? Now, while Akiya homes are more than just empty or forgotten houses, they're actually a chance to revitalize communities, preserve history, and get a fresh start in Japan. And these abandoned houses are creating a huge change. But should you actually purchase an Akiya? Well, that really depends. Because while many of these Akiya houses are in decent or good condition even, many more are falling apart with rotten wood, termites, and mold problems. And fixing them can easily cost thousands and thousands of dollars. Then there's a risk of earthquakes, typhoons, and tsunamis. Because depending when the Akiya house was built, it might not be up to code with the strict regulations that the Japanese government has for modern houses. Add to that strict zoning laws and renovation rules, and that bargain might not be as simple as it seems. And here's the thing though. In many rural communities, if you buy a house there, the property might never increase in value. So you could pour thousands of dollars onto renovations for this house, still struggle to sell it later, or even break even. So before you get too excited about buying an Akiya house, remember, it might not be the golden opportunity that it seems on the surface. But what do you think of Akiya houses in Japan? And is it worth it? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And until next time everyone, stay waku waku. Interested in making a fantastic first impression in Japan no matter where you go, then make sure you check out my free course on how to do just that. You can check out completely for free in the description box down below. And until next time everyone, stay waku waku.